Welcome. If you had the chance to hang out with an alien, would you? Would you hang out with an alien? If you had the chance to say hello to someone that's not quite from here, would you take it? Let's talk about aliens. Hello, Dark Uncle. Hello, John. And Mr. Andy Chris. Ooh. So, yeah, for sure, you would. Hi there, Linky Atlas. So, I want to talk about the culture of meditating to connect with aliens. Have you guys ever tried that? Have you heard of people who actively try to call to the beyond and see if someone answers? Let me see. Esther said a beautiful hi, welcome. Hello, you guys over there on YouTube too. Hello. So, there is a whole world of alien talk, which I love. I'm so obsessed. Honestly, my personal opinion is I've had a lot of experiences with what you would call beings that are not from this planet. And they were usually like astral projection experiences or not quite in the physical realm. So I think what we call aliens, I think are more of interdimensional beings. I don't think they're quite alien as we speak, and I think they're already watching us. Why do you think so many people will go to the beach and do these long meditations to get to these altered states, to talk to beings and entities that are not quite human? Yesterday, oh wow, that's intriguing. Yes, it's super intriguing. I love this alien talk or interdimensional talk. They're around us and they're watching you. And if you ever call to the void, they might actually answer right back. I actually had an experience not that long ago. Teresa says, hey, what's up, chica? I mean, I had an experience not that long ago where I felt like I left my body. I was sleeping and something pulled me out of my body. And all I felt was air on my face, right? And I was taking a nap during the day, so it was the sun. I was suddenly in the air. And when I turned my head, it was a blue being. And I asked it, what are you doing? And he said, I'm healing you. And then I was suddenly put back into my body. Have you guys ever experienced that? Have you guys ever experienced connecting to somebody or something that was not human? See, I think how we perceive aliens, we don't perceive them exactly how they are. I think they are physical form beings, but I also think there are different realms and realities, and you can connect them. You can connect with them spiritually too. Have you tried? I dare you. I dare all of you. Hello, Super Mario. Hello, guys. Hello, guys on YouTube and TikTok. It's actually a lot of fun. And there's like I was seeing last year there was a convention, an alien convention in I think it was called like World Talk or something in Florida, and I couldn't go, so I want to see if there's another one. I'm totally down to go to an alien convention. There's so many people that have seen UFOs or things that quite don't align with what they tell us reality is. You see, I feel like everything is a lie. I feel like they lied to us to keep us in the unknown, to keep us powerless, but those beings are here. And if you ask for help, some of them might help you, some of them might not. I think there are good and bad. There's duality in everything, just like there's duality in humans. Nothing is fully good and nothing is fully bad, at least in this realm. Okay, I'm going to catch up on some of these comments. Yasser says, I've seen beings that weren't human. He told me not to be scared. Ooh, was it while you were sleeping or was it in person? If it's in person, like in your physical form, that's even more intriguing because that means they're in this, like this field, this plane, right? Yes, you said they are bled through from another dimension. Yes, I love that. I mean, the Miami situation was super intriguing to me because I was following it. People saw these tall beings that were in and out the realm. They were running away from beings that didn't seem like they were that physical. They seemed to be phasing in and out of this realm, and it was completely covered up by our government. What do you mean there's no footage of the people inside? The government said, oh, there's like teenagers fighting. There's no footage of the teenager fighting. And so many people were saying their phones were not working when they were inside. They were just not working. And when they got outside, they were all saying the same thing. They were all live streaming, just like I am. Live streaming the same thing, that these tall beams phasing in and out of our reality. There are things out there that you're told that don't exist, but they do. And there's duality in everything. There are things that want to help us, and there are things that don't. So, would you ever open the door if something knocks and it's not human? Would you ever invite them to your life? Because you can. They can listen. They're telepathic. That's what I've noticed. Okay, so let me catch up on some of these comments. I'm going to catch up on YouTube and then on TikTok. So, let's see. I'm covering my neck. That's funny. I'm not going to bite anybody. That's so funny. We have a lot of haze. I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Halloween. So Linkian says the dragon tribe from Africa and even other tribes said that there are beings that are quite advanced compared to humans. Yeah, that's another thing. Just because the Western society teaches you that these things are not real, it doesn't mean that other societies don't acknowledge them to be true. Okay, I floated up and saw myself. Oh, you left. So Mr. Fluffy said that he left his body while he was sleeping. That's astral projecting. You can learn how to control that. It's a lot of fun. Travel the world, right? Fantastic, girl. You guys are fantastic. You guys are amazing. I love to do these videos where we talk about the weird things in our reality and we question things, but also, the main motive is to empower you guys, because you guys are the powerful, all of you. You guys are the creators of your reality, even though you were told you're not. My chicken laid 16 eggs today. Good for you. Okay, let me catch up on TikTok real quickly. Yesterday, I have had out-of-body experiences. Yeah, me too. They're so much fun. Rick says, yes. I've seen beings that weren't human. He told me not to be scared. I wasn't scared. I've had so many weird, bizarre experiences, not just paranormal, but with other entities and things. When you open yourself up, when you call out to the void, when you look for something with intent, beware. A lot of the times, it'll come back looking for you, right? He said he came to heal me. Yeah, that was the same thing with me with the blue bean. He said he was healing me. Now I'm thinking, like, is he really healing me? Is he? But I felt calm. I wasn't scared. I don't get scared that much, especially because I give ghost tours. I gave a tour today. I made it extra spooky. They loved it. Okay, let me catch up. Yeah, no, I don't. I'm from Brazil. Ooh, Brazil has a lot of UFO stories, and you guys are more open to that, I've noticed. I was lying down next to... No, I was out of my body next to me, and then it came. It was huge. Oh, so it basically took you out of your body. That's what it sounds like. But you guys, all of you guys, can learn how to astral project. You guys can learn how to astral project. What really, there's something out there. Yeah, there are things out there. You're just conditioned to that. And a lot of people are conditioned with fear. Fear of the unknown. Not to look for it, right? Oh, it's not real, don't look for it. And they create these movies that cause all this fear of the paranormal, of aliens, of whatever. Oh, war, or this. Trust me, there's a lot of good beings out there. And there are more good than bad that want good for us. The problem, there are bad beings that want chaos, right? But if you connect with like love and light, you'll connect to the good ones. The chaos ones just feed off of chaos energy like fear. Mr. Roberto, look, my eyes are green, but I think on TikTok they shine more. Black Spy says that is nature of existence on this vibrational level. I agree. I can't read your name backwards. Are you a good vampire? Yes, I'm good. I'm not here to harm anybody. Hi, Steve. So Pog Whisper on YouTube says, I met this girl at the club last night. She said, oh my God. Okay, interesting. Thanks, Jeff Hastings, for the roses on TikTok. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. Vampire Slayer here. Ooh. A lot of people want to be vampires, apparently. The creature I saw, muscular, huge, looked like a human bull mix. He wore a hood. And you weren't scared? Did you look it up? I actually have... Oh, crap. I always forget to link the shop things. But I actually have a book here about aliens. Here it is. I have this book. I've had it for a long time now. And it's really cool. It's a compendium of all the aliens that have been documented, basically. People's experiences and stuff. I personally, and I have to put links and stuff, but I personally think that there are, you know, like MIB, Men in Black, there are beings that are living the human life. Like, they're not, you may interact with them and you think they are humans, but they are not. There's something off, right? And they're not necessarily like how we present aliens, but I've met people where I'm like, you're not real. Your energy's not reading human whatsoever. Have you guys ever met someone where you're like, either they're very scary and dark and there's something off, like they're dead in their eyes, or they're like so high vibe that you're just like, oh, they're not human. I see it. I've seen it. Close person. Aw, thanks. What's your favorite time? The gas says the Miami alien mystery is still under wrap. Yeah, I love digging into that one. Dream of aliens. So Martian Paul says, I remember when my grandmother told me she was at a funeral and she's seeing a bird in a human body. I don't know if this is true. I think if you are in altered state, so again, everything is programming, everything is energy, right? If you meditate and are able to rise your vibration and be in a higher vibe, you can start seeing through the veil. You can start opening yourself up and seeing more of what's out there. A lot of things disguise themselves. Like it's like it's disguising itself as a bird. I know the birds are not real. Conspiracy is hilarious, but it's like a mirage. But of course there are real birds. But yeah. Who's your master? Tell me what you think is chaotic and I'll prove it's not. Oh my. Good, beautiful. Thank you. Lots of our girl in Suki Stackhouse. Ah! I got the True Blood reference. Marcia says see crazy things. I don't have a favorite blood type. That's funny. Matthew says, yes, sir, I'm an Earth Angel, Indigo Star Seed. Interesting. Steve says, how many years have you been around? That's a good question. 501. If you pass from time to time, you'll start seeing things that lift your veil. Yeah, there's something about, hi guys. Hi, Claudia, 1 million. There is something about when you astral project and you leave your body, time is not linear. Like you can go somewhere in a different timeline and a different dimension or realm And you can tune into that. It doesn't even have to be your current dimension. And it could be a different year, right? You can see a different history, right? Everything that we conceptualize, everything that we can imagine exists somewhere. That's why I always tell people, like, you know, if you can imagine a reality, your highest reality, your dream reality, you are living it somewhere. Thus, you can tune into it. Your soul can tune into it and create it. Just believe in yourself, you know? Okay, so let me see something. Y'all, she's glamorizing us. She's making us see things using her vamp power. Funny. I'm still in like my ghost tour energy because I just gave a ghost tour, which is like a darker energy. I do love, like, I'm very like la 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 too, but yeah. Seeing them things. Calvin says, I'm living my third incarnation on this planet. Ooh, you know what that means? You're a little baby, Carl. Well, not really. Your soul's old. You're just newer to being a human. Greetings from the... Greetings. That's funny. Do you believe in ghosts? Asked Steve. Yes, I give ghost tours. So I do believe in the dead, and I've had to learn how to protect myself spiritually because, oh, thank you, Psycho444, for the join my fan club. That's so sweet of you. I really, really appreciate it. That's so nice. So I've had to learn how to protect myself spiritually because if you start paying attention to the dead, oh my goodness, they love it. They love the attention, especially the ones that are kind of stuck in this realm, the ones that haven't like passed on, you know, because nobody pays attention to them. So they get used to me. But now that I'm doing the same routes, sometimes they'll greet me and they'll say like, thanks for coming back. But they know they can't follow me home. I'll banish them. So yeah. Let me see. Let me catch up on the comments over here on TikTok. Then I'm going to do YouTube. I'm doing both of the streams. Let's see. Thanks for the follow. I'll do vampire. Cool. Hello, Kindred. No, Mr. MS. The dead, not seniors. It says, seeing a dog appear in the night. It's probably not a dog if you're seeing it appear in the night. Wait, it's just like something taking form of a dog watching you. You just have to read the energy. Does it have red eyes? Is it staring right at you in the dark? Or is it like a happy energy? You have to read the energy. How do you protect yourself? Oh my, I do so much. I do have spiritual family, blah, 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 that help protect me. But I do protect my home and my car and all of that. And you can banish things. Like I have, because of being a ghost tour person, I've had to banish things in the beginning when I wasn't protecting my house. But now I do. Do you believe all ghosts are bad? No. Actually, most of them are good. And I'm looking at both streams here. Most of them are good. They're the ones that are kind of stuck in this realm. It's because they haven't fully passed on. They can. They just haven't worked through whatever they need to work through. And they ask for help, honestly. A lot of the times they just want to tell you random things. But since I do ghost tours, I'm not there. I'm there to give ghost tours. We'll say hi to them. That's not really my job. There's just so many. There's too many. Pointing out, what color are your eyes? Green. Just says hi. What about crows? Crows can have very deep meanings. Maybe you have a deity around you, or maybe the crow's just like you. They're smart. The birds are actually very smart. Beautiful creature. Thanks. You're one of a kind. Thank you. Oh my God. What kind of paranormal pants? I can't with this. Someone on TikTok said, what kind of pants does a ghost hunter wear? Paranormal pants? Oh my God. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's just past what to do, you know. Subscribe, most interesting content, YouTube Live. Thanks for subscribing. Okay, let me check TikTok. You read tarot? Yes, I read tarot. I don't really do it as a job. I just do it for fun. Sometimes I'll do it online. It's not really my career. My career is murdering people. I'm kidding. Or am I? Nails cam. Here we go. Aren't they pretty? Thanks. What else are you streaming on? I am streaming on YouTube and TikTok. That's why I'm looking at both sides. This man keeps messaging and it's kind of getting a little annoying, saying that there's a demon inside me. I promise there isn't. Okay. Let's see how this is beautiful morning girl. Thanks. What else are you streaming on? I don't know. Today I didn't have much planned because I was working, but I just kind of want to hang out and see if you guys would ever dare to meditate or to call out. See if any aliens will come to you. Do you guys believe in aliens? Have you ever had a weird experience with somebody that didn't seem real? Their energy was so off, it was throwing you out. Like, do they not know how to be a human? Are they mimicking us? Ooh, there's people who've had that experience. They go somewhere and the person they talk to is mimicking their behaviors and trying to mimic their blinking and speaking. Can you imagine how creepy that is? It's like maybe like a skinwalker or shapeshifter more so. Troy says, I believe in aliens, but I don't think they have spaceships and visit us. Interesting. What do you believe in exactly? Oh, give me 1 second. This thing went to an ad, which is kind of annoying. No, that's not what I want to do. Why is it doing that? Okay, I have to stop the music because it's gonna get copyrighted. Okay, so let me see something. I have summoned an alien once a month. Was hectic. Oh my God, tell me about it. How did you summon an alien? I love meditation. Yeah, meditation is the power of Christ. What are the demon gave the name of Jesus? Okay, so let's see on YouTube. What story about the dog would you want to know? Well, you said that a dog comes to visit you, the spirit of a dog. 1 second. Let me see if I can get this to work. There we go. There we go. I got the music back on. Okay, so let's see. Do you think tattoos have a meaning among secret society? Yes, for sure. They do rituals and things like that. Body modification to say they're in a club. Oh, by the way, can I say something? One of my ghost tour stops is around a very sketchy church, like that is not open to the public, okay? Like I can't go and you guys can't go. And they definitely have ceremonies at night and they have very occultic symbols on their window. And because I always stop and talk about it in like with my group, one time there was a guy waiting for me like there's like a fence by the fence, and he said, I see you. I know that you do these tours, and I want you to know that my wife and I bought this church. And nothing is going on here. We're not doing anything. And I was like, oh, okay. The thing is, I was like with 12 people, thank God. So I was like, oh, that's nice. I kind of asked him like questions about it, and then we walked away. He was being super sketchy. I changed my schedule because what the heck. But he's lying. Because I've looked through that window of the church that is not open. It's scrubbed from Google Maps, scrubbed from Apple Maps. There's a plaque on it. There's a plaque on it, but it doesn't match the records. And this church has been passed down privately. And they have like these, like, you know, like the old Catholic churches that have like the nuns, where the nuns stay. They have that. So people are staying there that are not of, it's like a secret religion. And they're lying to me. And I looked through the window and they have a bathtub in the middle of the church. A bathtub. So, I wonder what they are. Let's see. I'm going to catch up on some of these comments. She has beautiful voice to us, like Ruby's. Thank you. So sweet. Jonathan says, I ran into odd people like that. Oh, yes. I was talking about people that, like, don't seem human, right? And it's not like autism or anything. They, like, their energy is, like, not human. Okay. Austin says, totally. This one girl was so creepy that she would jump on every word you said and grill you about every little detail of your micro expressions. And it wasn't like anxiety. It was like she didn't seem human. Do you have a tattoo? No, I don't. Do you believe in Jesus? The Holy Spirit? Yes, he's real. Do you believe in magic? Yes. Everything is magic. You guys are magic. Words are spells. Beware of what you listen to and you say, because you are manifesting, you're creating, you're spelling your reality. That's why when I speak, I only speak good in my life, right? I only speak good in my life, and I speak good in your life. If you want it, take it. I hope you have success. I hope you have an amazing life and beautiful things happen to you. I wish you the best. I really do. Masonic, probably. I actually had an encounter with a Masonic group once, but they were not a normal Masonic group. They were kind of occultic. Okay, let me catch up the comments on TikTok, then I'll go back on YouTube. Someone says meditation, and they summoned an alien. Aliens are walking among us every day. Laugh aloud. Yes. Do we have any aliens in the chat? I honestly think MIB, like the movie, is kind of like reality. I think there are aliens wearing our skin. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know. I was meditating a lot and I did a third eye path. Really? Yeah, you guys can open your third eye, look into other realms or into the spirit realm. Troy says, to think we are alone is ridiculous, but to say they are the more advanced than us is out there. So I agree and disagree. I think people will put like aliens above them. Don't do that. They are living this life just like you are. They are not gods. They're just beings. They might be higher vibration, like maybe they're more developed in a way spiritually, but nobody's above you and nobody's below you. I'm talking about humans too. Don't put anything above you or below you. I don't like that. Don't be like, you get what I'm saying, right? Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Linking Alice says, if you went to the beach or went swimming around some area and you said something strange. Interesting. Eric says, love the nails. Thanks. I got them today. It's funny. The nail girl, she was so sweet. And I feel like I was meant to go see her because I never go to this place. And I gave her really good advice. She didn't believe in herself. And she didn't realize how powerful she was. And I was meant to see her. We all work with the same elements. Yes. Grim says, well, not really. If you're from another planet, you know, different elements. But I get what you're saying. Grim says, and then I asked a question. I said, universe, show me the truth for a month. And I saw ghosts and aliens. Ooh, ghost tours are nice. Yeah, ghost tours are fun. That's cool. You asked the beings that you were saying. Have in Ireland. Ooh, you've seen aliens in Ireland? John Pay says, what do you think about the sea monster sightings like Loch Ness monsters? This is my personal belief. I think there's a lot of fake out there, but there's a lot of real. I think people are experiencing an entity that is real. And I think it's out there. But, here's what I differ. There are some people who will, like, fake an encounter for, like, the clout or whatever. Yes. But I think there are creatures out there that we haven't fully discovered. Or maybe we have. But we're just not told. You know? Loch Ness Monster would just be another animal at this point, right? So. Best is probably, purposes. So, Austin. So, Austin had said, so I'm talking to both extremes. So Austin had said that, the girl he was talking to felt like she was studying him, to figure out what made people more human and to imitate them better. That is really creepy. That's really creepy. She wasn't human. Okay, I'm going to catch up on TikTok. I'll drop your full story in your Discord to be like, yeah, go ahead. I'm curious. For those who don't know, I created a Discord for you guys. So yeah, check it out. It's on my description on both. Yep. Psychedelics, says Burton. You do psychedelics, it'll get you there. Ask the universe, but meditation is better. It's more pure. Ask the universe to show me the truth after the third eye practice, and I saw it go say, oh, I read that. Magic. For everybody, lose your mind. Looks so freaking dope. Thanks. It's always nice to prove. Nice vampire tea. Thanks. You guys are awesome. Okay, let me see. I'm an alien. Are you, Lyrae? We have someone here claiming that they are an alien. What kind of alien? Paulina says smile real big. What do you really do? I give ghost tours. I just said it. That's literally... I have 2 jobs. I have a day job, but I give ghost tours. Real MIB. Yes. I've had 2 different encounters. Leroy, tell us about your encounters. That's what I'm doing this live for. You guys can share. Want to go dance in the rain. That's funny. Who are you going to give advice? I'm not giving... I'm just talking here. If you guys want advice, you can ask. But I've always said, I'm learning just like you. I'll talk about my personal experiences. Linda Vampira, thank you. For Google says, I encountered a glass woman once. I use no jokes. What do you mean a glass woman? Like she was see-through? There's something out there. She demon. No, I'm not. Why do I keep getting asked that? Timmy says, very beautiful. Thanks. Johnny says, what's your favorite vampire movie? I don't really have one. I love all of them, to be honest. Interview with a Vampire. I like the TV shows like True Blood. I even like Twilight. I like all of them. Blade, I think, was pretty good. Are you Irish? No. Do I look Irish? That's a good question. Do I look Irish? Leroy says, I encountered cows that was laser cut open in a remote desert of West Texas back in 1997. Whoa. Okay, so the laser cutting open. Okay, there's a conspiracy out there that says like that I think it was the Roswell. I don't know. Basically, when we started having alien abductions, like encounters, I think in around the 60s, it was because the US government made a deal with the Greys for technology. We get technology and they get to experiment on humans and animals on the land. That's a theory. I don't have any proof for that, but that's just like a theory in the ether, which I thought was interesting. And so you saying that you found a cow that was laser cut open in the remote desert of West Texas in 1997 kind of fits it, because those alien encounters just kept going on, and they started around the 60s. Ow. Just hit my funny bone. Martian says, have family from sound like. Oh, I sound like Irish? Red hair is associated with the Irish. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Linking Alice says, that's a government project. It was Skinwalker Ranch cutting cows. Oh. The laser cutting throws me off. Also, our histories is a lie. Look at the older buildings. Like the really old ones from ancient civilizations. They're built way better than the ones we have now. And they're definitely like laser cut. Like these castles are so beautiful and intricate and perfect. Like, what do you mean someone did that with a chisel? Like, super fast. And they had no cranes or anything. That makes no sense to me. And that's where, like, Atlantis conspiracy comes in. The Atlanteans or other. ASD1223 says, I know, right? Yes, I know, right? Marcia says, don't know good women when see one. And then, I think that's a compliment. I don't know. Leroy says, several cows, not just one. How did you, like, that must be so eerie, like, encountering cows in the middle of, like, farmland in 1997, and they are all laser cut. Oh my god, I feel bad for the cows, too. Benji, thanks for the rose. Very, very sweet. Thank you, Benji. Marcia says yes. Linkiana says, if you dig building foundations, you'll see another one. YouTube is filled with such videos. Building foundations. Oh, really? I have to remember that. I have a pen. Let me write that down. Because I am very curious. Because a lot of these old buildings, like, I'm talking old. Like, thousands of years old. There's no way. There's just, like, how are we building worse buildings now? And I saw a builder, like, contractors talk about it, you know. That they said they did it with chisel. There's just, like, no way. Okay, let me look up that, because I'm actually very curious on that. Ooh, did I see, like, a hand or something come out there? Let's see. Building foundations. I have to look that up later. Anyways, you guys, today I just wanted to come in and chill a little bit. I know yesterday my video was like intense, like all the information, all the story times and everything. But today I was just like, I'm just gonna chill. We'll talk about aliens or something. Leroy says, have you read about the Walton experience? No, that sounds familiar to me. Oh, thank you, Benji, for the crown. That's so sweet. The Walton experience. Why does that sound familiar? McGann says there's tunnels around the pyramids going probably across Mediterranean Sea or Red Sea or both. Really? Oh my god. Walton experience. Okay. Whoa, you know it's good when this is like the thing right here. So you're a Colin. I guess I am a Colin. That's personal brutal. Thank you. Martian Paul says back in the day homes was built with stone and clay. Yeah. I also just in general, like the buildings of homes. Travis Walton here's a documentary YouTube about it. See, everything stands up. Thanks. Okay, you guys, so I'm actually gonna head out. I just wanted to do a quick live today, but I'm sending you guys love and light. Remember that you guys can accomplish anything in this reality, and you are the creators of reality, so speak goodness into your lives. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.